Since RuneScape first opened its servers on January 4th, 2001, there have been plenty updates to come to the game. Some of these updates have been liked, and some of the other ones have caused riots. Some brought players, and some took some away. Well, today let's talk about an update that could potentially revive the game in 2022. Hey, what's up guys? It's Meraj, and welcome back to a brand new video. Before we jump into the meat of this video, let me go over the comment of the day winner from the most recent video. Today's shout out's going to go to Lynn, who says that they keep playing because of these insane prices and luck at the new abyssal creatures. I'm happy to hear someone's having luck with the new mobs. I unfortunately have had no luck. You also just learned Curasis. No luck there yet. Hopefully it turns around soon for you. In today's video, to be shouted out in the next video and to win 10 mil, comment down below what's an update that you enjoyed or maybe one that you disliked. It could be either or. Just leave a comment down below with your RSN for a chance to be shouted out in the next video. And just really fast before we get into it, if you guys enjoy the videos, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. At 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give 4 bonds away to 4 different people in unique ways. So if you guys enjoyed the content, hit the big red button. Thank you guys so much and enjoy the video. So we've seen updates come in the recent years that have brought players to the game. The one I can think of the most is Steam. But do these players actually stay and enjoy the game? That's the question we really need to be asking ourselves. So this is my opinion, but what I think people look for when they're looking to play a new MMO is 3 important things. Obviously, you want good PvE/PvM, which I think RuneScape does a really good job at. I think we have a lot of diverse bosses, some at the low tier levels and some at the crazy experienced tier levels where someone like me that's been playing for a really long time still can't kill or kill efficiently. So there's definitely no lackluster of PvM in RuneScape 3, and I think that if someone was to try the game out that was coming and looking for a good PvM experience, they would be more than likely to stay. Number 2 is questing and progression, which kind of go hand in hand, and in progression I mean like just building your account and progressing your account. RuneScape has got, in my opinion, some of the best quests I've ever played on an MMO. The way that they're written is really well done, and some of them, the stories just get you really caught up. The progression is really good as well, with 28 skills to max, and so much more to do after that. You're constantly trying to earn money and trying to upgrade your account in different ways. I do not think that RuneScape is missing the point on questing and progression, and if someone came to the game in 2022 looking for that as their main feature, they would be more than likely to stay. However, the third one, I think RuneScape is missing the mark on quite a bit. The third one we're going to talk about is PvP. Now, if you've traveled to the wilderness in recent times, you might find someone skilling and training. You might find someone killing the people skilling and training. But you will not find player versus player content in the wilderness unless you maybe searched for 10 hours plus. Me personally, on this account alone, just in recent times doing rune crafting or other activities in the wilderness, I have encountered maybe 1 PKer that I can think of that honestly didn't even really know what they were doing, and I was able to escape with no problem. Now, when you look at a game like old school RuneScape, for example, there are a lot of people that play that game specifically for PvP, and that's not just with old school RuneScape. A lot of other MMOs out there, a lot of people come just to PvP. It's their main thing, and when you're coming to try RuneScape 3 in 2022, looking to PvP, you're not going to stick around. So there could be a couple different reasons why PvP is not really a thing in RuneScape 3, but my main theory stems from EOC. If you don't know what EOC is, it's Evolution of Combat. It's the combat system that we know today in RuneScape 3 that was released on November 20th of 2012. This was a super controversial update. People didn't really know how to feel about it, and overall, I think people started taking a step back from the wilderness and trying to explore other kinds of content in the game. A big thing with PvP is the risk. So you've got the risk of the items that you're carrying on you, and who in their right mind would go into the wilderness not understanding this new combat system and how to PK with it, with taking that big risk of losing their items? It's just not something people do, and I think that's the main reason why today people don't PK. For me, for example, I enjoy PvP. However, I have never tried it on RS3. I don't know how all the abilities work, and it's just really intimidating, and it's not something that I would want to take 50 mil out into the wilderness to just basically throw away because I have no idea how to do it. when I'm learning a new boss or something like that, at least I can wear my Ring of Death, so when I die, essentially I'm not losing any money besides 25% of an Onyx cost, which is essentially nothing. I personally think if RuneScape 3 was able to liven up the PvP concept, that a lot of new players would come and actually stay, maybe even some of them from old school. If PvP was alive and vibrant in RuneScape 3, maybe we could have tournaments just like in old school RuneScape, where there's a money cash prize. I know that that's raking in a lot of players that come and play the game for the tournament and stay for the game. So now I bet you're all wondering, Mirage, how can we bring back RuneScape 3 PvP in 2022? Well, let's dial the clocks back just a little bit. So in the 2007 version of the game, there's a mini game called Last Man Standing. I'm sure some of you guys have heard it. To break it down to the people that don't know what it is, it's a player versus player like battle royale type of mini game where up to 23 people are transported onto an island. They have to fight to survive, killing each other and looting any items they can to become the last man standing. There's 3 different types of last man standing: casual, competitive, and high stakes. So casuals for your just casual players, you can participate with no reward, and the game can start with just as many as 4 people in there. There's no high scores though, it's just for the people that maybe want to give it a go. Then of course there's competitive, where there's 24 participants up in the game, and at the very end of it you will earn rewards. However, there is no input cost. And then there's high stakes, which is just like competitive mode, but you have to pay 500,000 coins to enter. Last Man Standing is killing it in old school RuneScape. People are eating it up. I personally tried it myself and got absolutely destroyed, but I found it was a great way to try to learn the game and PKing in the game without very much risk or no risk at all. Battle Royales in general are already addicting as it is, and RuneScape 3's ceiling for PKing, because of all the different abilities and everything we have, is so high that I could just see PVMers, skillers, and everyone alike coming, hoarding into Last Man Standing, and just playing for hours and hours and hours on end. I know personally that that's what I would be doing. I think adding Last Man Standing in RuneScape 3 in 2022 is a no-brainer, and it baffles me that we haven't seen it added yet, or something similar to it. And I know there's going to be the people that say, you know, we're taking content from old school RuneScape, but it's the same company, the same game, and there's no reason whatsoever that we should not have Last Man Standing. Maybe I'm crazy, but let me know down below in the comments if this is something that was added to the game, if it's something that you would try, or maybe it would influence you to go into the wilderness and PK for real because you'd feel more comfortable with the mechanics, the combat system, and everything that goes into it. In my opinion, though, adding Last Man Standing would be something that would definitely increase RuneScape 3's player count, not just on release, but slowly over time, because we would be bringing a whole new type of player into the game. However, like I said in one of my previous videos, I don't work for Jagex, I don't know anybody at Jagex, and I have no idea what they're doing for the game besides what they tell us. So I'm interested, just like you guys are, to see what's coming. However, I do think Last Man Standing would be amazing. So Jagex, if you're listening, if you're watching, think about it. Have a meeting. You know, Meraj said Last Man Standing. Let's see it in 2023. Or 2022 if you're feeling generous. However, that's going to be it for me. I'd really like for you guys to share your thoughts in the comments below. I would appreciate some nice conversation down there. I'm just kind of curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. Maybe you guys have an update idea that I haven't spoken of, and I'd be definitely interested to see that. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Mirage. Peace.